All right guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about the ScanGuage 2. Like many of you guys, as I was putting the Z together here, knowing I was going to make such a long trek on its initial trip and be drifting it some out here as well, I wanted to have an accurate way to monitor the engine coolant temp. As you know, if you found this video, the factory gauges can be very unreliable and inaccurate. And I've actually kind of confirmed that with the ScanGuage 2 since I've been using it. But I wanted to find a gauge that didn't take a lot of wiring, it didn't take a lot of experience or knowledge as far as install, that would be very accurate, and what it actually reads from your OBD2 port from your factory computer, so it's given the most accurate reading that you could get. It sees the exact same temperatures that the ECU sees. So let's get in the car here, we're going to show you how it works. All right, so first I just want to point out this is the cable that is installed with. Now the cable is actually hardwired into my car, so you won't be able to see it, but I have another cable here just to show you how simple this is. You're gonna have two ends. There's actually no wires that you have to terminate. This plugs directly into your OBD2 port, and this Cat5 plug plugs either into the side of the gauge or the back of the gauge. There's two ports on it. So if you're in an area where you can't plug it into the back, you've got that port on the side. Same thing if you were, put it on this side for some reason, wherever you have it, if you can't plug it into the side, you can always use that port on the back. And on the other end, you're just going to plug it straight into your OBD2 port. So there's no power, ground, or anything to worry about. You can't get any of the wiring wrong. Literally, my little sister could install this. And if you're watching, definitely not hating on you. But yeah, so now that we've showed you that, let's move on to the gauge. It's very straightforward. Now, whenever you start the car, it's going to power up automatically. You have 4 gauges, one at each corner here, and you'll actually just use the button next to that corner to cycle through what you want it to display. Pretty much what the ECU sees, you're able to display here. That's intake air temps, water temp. Let's see. If you have a fuel pressure sensor, it shows that, gallons per hour, it'll show your ignition timing. But the main reason that I have this one installed was to monitor water temperature, and I think that's what most of you guys with the 350Zs are going to be interested in, and also the intake air temps, as you can see here at the bottom. You'll also have some other menus where you can change your display settings. You can change the brightness, you can change the color. We got light blue, there's a user setting, dark blue, green, blue-green, red, violet, amber, and then back to the light blue that I prefer. And you can also change, like if you needed if you wanted to see Celsius instead of Fahrenheit, you can do that as well. We'll go back to the gauges here for a second to show you how they call up pretty quickly. And then you can actually use it as a scan tool. Right now my car has no problems, so we've got no codes, everything's ready. You can actually see if there's any pinning codes, and you can clear codes with this guy too. So this is super helpful, if you're at the track and your car starts acting up and you're not sure, you get a check engine light. This will tell you very quickly what's going on with it, and it'll also allow you to, like I said, monitor the water temps and intake air temps. So all right, so that's just a quick one for today, but this thing's been so useful, and along the trip here, it's worked so well. I just wanted to share it with you guys. I know a lot of people are trying to figure out where could you mount a gauge, or what is the best, most reliable gauge you could get. And this actually reading from the ECU and the OBD2 port is going to be way more accurate than any of the aftermarket gauges you could get. And then you'll have to deal with the issues of wiring them in and such. So yeah. Hopefully this was useful, and hopefully this helps you guys. We'll see you next time.